here. Welcome to our zone cleaning week 2, zone number 2, and that is kitchen and pantry. So let's just jump right into it. If you haven't had a chance to print off the detailed cleaning list for zone number 2, kitchen and pantry, make sure you go do that really quick at www.flylady.net. I'll link to the exact page below. And so then just remember to cross out the things on the list that don't apply to your house, or if you have an extra room that you need to add in because it's close by or whatever, add that in and quickly make a list. So here's my list in my control journal. So I've got zone 2, kitchen and pantry, and the first thing on the list in the kitchen is clean the fridge. So I'm just gonna get started with my 15-minute zone cleaning today with my fridge, and I just decluttered it about a month and a half ago, so it shouldn't be too bad, but the fridge is something I use every single day, so there's a good chance that I'll have some cleaning to do, and there's probably some spills. There always is. Okay, so I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes. I hope you join me and get started in your kitchen too. Here I go. Okay, getting started on my fridge. And just a heads up, I used a new camera for this video, so it's a little bit funny, and not only that, I forgot to press record and film the end of the video, so it's just me decluttering my fridge today. So I always start from the top, just like Fly Lady says, always start from the top of the room, and I just clear everything off the shelf. And then I spray it down with my water vinegar mix. So sometimes I will pull the shelves out and clean them in the sink, especially if they have like a bad spill that's hardened or a really sticky spot. But for the most part, my water vinegar spray, which I use for cleaning everything else in my house, works just great. I like to give it a spray on the shelf, let it sit a little bit, loosen some of those hard or sticky spots, and then I just give it a wipe down. And so then when I put all of the food back in the fridge, I try to organize it a little bit better, keeping similar things together, jars together, my condiments together. I've got my eggs and my lunch meats there on the left hand side, and I just keep working my way down the fridge. The reason I only pull one shelf out at a time, or one section, is because if my kids need me, which does happen, then I don't have an entire fridge full of groceries sitting on the counter. As I work down the fridge, I'm getting to my fruits and vegetables section, which honestly is usually the worst because there's a rogue carrot or strawberry that's gone bad at the bottom. So I do pull my bins all the way out and get them cleaned out in the sink. When I put the fruits and vegetables back, I try to keep them together. Stuff to make salad there on the shelf, my vegetables on the left-hand side, fruits on the right-hand side, and I don't really have a reason for this. I don't know how to even use the little crisper controls in the fridge. They are there though, and I'm sure they serve a purpose. But for my purposes, I just put the vegetables on one side and the fruits on the other, so I know exactly where they are when I go to cook. It's a lot easier than having to rummage through the whole fridge and find surprise rotten vegetables at the bottom of the drawer. The worst. So next I move on to the side shelves. This is where we keep mostly condiments. I don't try to keep too much fresh food in there because sometimes it can get hidden in those deep shelves. So I'm doing the same thing, pulling one shelf out, cleaning it out, and putting everything back. There can tend to be some sticky spots in here, so those little shelves do come out, and if I need to wash them in the sink, I can do that or let them soak or whatever. Once I'm done cleaning the inside of the fridge, I'm going to clean the outside of the fridge. So I have a stainless steel fridge, and I'm sure a lot of people out there do. They're pretty popular now, and the fingerprints are out of control on this thing. So I use my water vinegar spray, same as usual, and give it a good wipe down. So now that I'm done the fridge, that's a check mark on my detailed cleaning list, and I'm moving on to the freezer. There isn't a ton of time left on my timer, so I'm just really quickly doing the same thing as the fridge, pulling things out on one shelf, giving it a wipe, and replacing them. A quick tip, do not spray the spray bottle directly into the freezer because it will freeze, which is a mistake I've made more than a few times, and then you have a little ice sheet. That is a mistake that I've made a few too many times. The other tip I have is get your vacuum and just vacuum all the little bits out. Since it's frozen, they tend to not be too sticky, and it's really easy to just get all that stuff from the bottom of the freezer out. So here I am just using my vacuum. A heads up, I didn't get a chance to film an end for the video today. I always like to talk at the end and say what I got done, but my computer was being crazy and my camera was being crazy. So I hope you were able to get a couple things checked off on your detailed cleaning list, even if it's just the fridge. I will see you tomorrow. My camera will be better. Have a wonderful day. Bye.